That will never run on a PlayStation 2. No frickin' way will that run on a PS2. I'm not going to do that, Milky Provider. What a waste. Whew! That's pretty bad, huh? Alright, I'm going to pop this in the disk resurfacer. We'll check on it in a minute. It's going to take a second to run through. In the meantime, why don't we work on another GameCube? How about that? Show us the resurfacer. I'll show you after it's done. I'll listen for the beeps, and we'll check it out in a minute. Alright. Got my power supply here. Let's test this sucker. Can you show the machine? Absolutely. Let's do it after the disc is done. Alright. So, here we are. I'm going to need myself a new controller. Got some right over here. Ta-da! One Paula Kiko, thanks for the follow. Flaming Fighter, thanks for the follow. Pazu Senpai, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome, all the new people. Thanks a lot, everyone, stopping by. Lots of new people tonight. You fixed the rat problem? Yes. Well, we did. I found, or not I, but the exterminator found one hole in the ceiling between us and the restaurant next door and filled it. So hopefully, but we can only do so much. We're not the ones bringing food in here, We're not the ones attracting them. Let's see here. Did I ever fix those Game & Watch systems? I did, yeah. They're pretty awesome. Alright, so... That door looks good. Yeah, do not eat there. It's terrible. No, I do not eat next door. Hell no. Are you limited to the types of discs you can resurface? Sort of. I can't do PSPs. UMD discs. But I can do GameCube, Blu-rays, anything else. But the Blu-rays have a very low success rate just because you can only run them once. So Blu-rays have a lot of data on that disc, and then this scratch-resistant layer of this weird goop that they lay down on it, and it gets hard. And then you can only remove a little bit of that goop once. If you do it again, the disc is done. All right, cool. Looks like Soul Calibur is working. Good sign there. Check out ZooCube. They resurface a music CD. Yeah, there's a guy who comes in. He sells CDs at a flea market, I guess. And he wants his discs to be perfect, so he brings them here before he sells them. A lot of times they barely have imperfections at all. But he'll bring them in here to get resurfaced. And we'll do it for him. Wait a second. Is this that Gorilla store? This is Pink Gorilla Games in Seattle, Washington. Yeah, welcome. Are Ultra HD resurfacing a thing yet? I don't know. I've never tried it. Time Lord Blinks, thanks for the follow. General Luchicha, thanks for the follow. And Bacon McLovin, thanks for the follow. Alright, looks like ZooCube is working as well. Next, let's test the reset. Reset works. Next, let's test the controller ports. And then finally, the memory card. There's a tree you can resurface a disc with toothpaste. Well, the toothpaste method is basically it's about filling in the cracks. So, the way I understand it, and I might be totally fucking wrong, but full disclaimer, I might be totally wrong about this. But from what I understand, if you have a disc that has a deep scratch, right? You got a laser that's bouncing light up, taking that light back and reading it, right? What'll happen if you have a deep scratch is it will get confused and just keep trying to read it, as opposed to if it gets no data back, it'll just move on. So what'll happen with the toothpaste is basically the toothpaste gets in the cracks, fills in the cracks, confuses the laser and just tells it to move on, rather than just attempt to keep reading the same thing over and over and over and get stuck. That's what I understand. I don't know if that's true, so I probably shouldn't even have said any of that shit. Do you have Gotcha Force? No, but we had it twice recently. If you guys want to see some of the amazing things that have come into the store recently, I recommend following the store's Twitter account or Facebook or whatever. It's got a ton of awesome pictures of the good stuff. Do I have Battletoads? Very funny, mister. Very funny, young man. No more pranking. You guys always call about Battletoads. You know that isn't a game? You little bastard. That's how I feel about you right now. Angry. And mushroom. Battletoads. We also got Nemesis plush. Isn't he cute? Oh, our disc is ready. Oh yeah, let's go check out the disc. Follow me. Ooh. Welcome to the back room. It's always a mess. It's especially a mess now because of buying that store and integrating the inventory. It's been a mess. Okay, here's kind of the repair area. These are all broken or untested consoles. Alright, so here's the disc resurfacer. It's a very expensive machine. It's $6,000 brand new. Refurbished, you can get them for about half that. So, oops. Here's our disc now, after the fact. Much, much better. Still, not perfect, though. I probably picked too hardcore of a disc, but yeah, it looks a hell of a lot better. Whoops, I just dropped it. But yeah, basically it works like this. You take a disc that ain't looking so hot anymore. Here, let's pick a good one. Manhunt. Looks pretty scratched up to me. And basically what you want to do is judge based on the depth of the scratches. So this one has some pretty darn deep scratches. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. Disc side up. When you put it in here, these little pads with sandpaper on them, they extend out from this little arm here.